It's the most wonderful time of the year. Wait, am I the only one who gets excited about Christmas? I am super excited about Christmas. I am a big kid during Christmas. Even though it's been almost 9 years, I've spent Christmas away from family, since 2011. Moving to the UK to study and all that. And then I've had a few Christmas here and there with families of friends or maybe just uni mates and all that. But most of the Christmas I've spent it by myself. But somehow I always find a way to be excited. Even if I'm going to spend it in bed, even if I'm going to spend it eating by myself, I always find a way to just generally be excited. And I love Christmas movies as well. So this is literally my favorite month in a way. However, because of the cold in the UK, I'm not very keen on cold weather. So it would have been a perfect month, or my top favorite month. But because of the cold, I'm just like, okay. But the season, I love Christmas. I love Christmas. I just love how kind people are. I just love how giving people are. I just love how just merry, people are just happy and generally nicer than usual. Okay. Anyways, if you're new to my channel, my name is Bandy Kiki, the unapologetic African lesbian and entrepreneur. And please do subscribe to my channel. Yes. Somebody said, "Oh, Kiki, keep telling people, you keep threatening people. Subscribe to it." Yes, subscribe to my. It's free. Like, why would you do that? It's free. Please do subscribe to my channel as I post content on entrepreneurship, LGBT, and lifestyle. I post content every Wednesday, and on Fridays I have the Ask Kiki segment, which generally people just ask me questions and I answer them on camera. But today's video is going to be a bit different because it's a question that a lot of people have asked me. And I feel like rather than answering a particular question and how the style in which the person asked it, I'll just like do a video about it. So obviously we're going to be talking about tips on how to come out to kids. Most of the times when we talk about coming out, we often talk about kids coming out to their parents. We never really talk about parents coming out to their kids. And because of people, the sort of people watching this YouTube videos or watching my YouTube videos, I know that sometimes we are trapped in marriages, and which eventually leads to kids, because of cultural, trying to conform to cultural norms, trying to make our African parents happy, generally because of the anti-LGBTQ laws as well. And sometimes we're tired of living that truth and we have to, live our true authentic selves and definitely come out to those kids. And sometimes generally we just move to a more accepting country where we don't have anti-LGBTQ laws, and we're like, but why am I still doing this marriage when I have the freedom to be myself here? And if you have kids in that situation as well and you want to live your truth, you definitely have to come out to those kids. Okay, so I'm just generally going to go through the tips quite very quickly. Obviously, if you see me looking down, as usual, I'm just looking at my notes because I don't have kids, and I had to do a bit of research on this thing, to be honest with you. Just like questions you guys have asked me about marriage, and I've never been married before. I am not a marriage counselor by any means. I always go online, read, ask people their lived experiences as well, and then produce content for you guys. Yes, producing content is very stressful. You don't just sit down and just start talking off your ass. No, you do research. You ask people. You read about it. You understand? So that's why I'm just saying that please subscribe to my channel because it's free. Okay, it's free. It doesn't take anything away from you to subscribe. Okay, and the thing is, I want to hit at least, because I was planning I was going to hit 10,000K by the end of the year, and it's not happening. So I want to at least hit 3,000K by the end of December. That's the end of the year. Please help your girl. Tell your friend to tell your friend about this channel. It's literally a channel for us Africans, because my content is to us, or the message here is to us Africans, obviously, but it doesn't mean that anybody can relate, obviously. Okay, so yeah, please tell your friend to tell your friend about this channel. Subscribe, encourage me to do more videos. I almost forgot, I'm going to do something a bit different. Obviously, I've never had a Christmas because I created this channel in the summer, so I'm going to, during Christmas, on the 20th to the 25th, I'm going to be releasing a video every day, and it's going to be quite very Christmassy video. Maybe Vlogmas, maybe not them, because I'm quite very new to the concept. I've just been trying to see online what people do as well, so that I can do my own sort of like Christmassy stuff. And because I like Christmas, I would definitely want to create content around it. If you're having a queer mass, then please do come back here and listen or watch the videos, because they're going to be pushed towards you. The content is very much within your interests. So yeah, straight off to the tips, please. I feel like I've spoken too much. So the first thing I'm going to say here, which is based on the question somebody asked me, is literally to tell them when they're young. Of course, we often talk about coming out when you're ready, coming out when you feel you're safe and happy to do that. But if you're thinking about, should I tell them now? Am I ready now when they're young, or should I wait for them to be a bit more grown before I tell them? Please do tell them when they're young, because studies have shown that when you tell kids when they're young, it's better for them. They sort of like get used to the idea quickly, and it's different when they're older and they have certain stereotypes and all that. Okay. And the next tip I'm going to say here is please don't just heap everything on them at the same time at the go. Okay, start small. So if you've been one of those parents that have been a bit homophobic, using homophobic language around them, we understand, because you've been trying to mask your sexuality, and some people, for them to mask their sexuality, they have to be homophobic as well, or join the homophobic conversations to move away from homosexuality or the queer community. So if you're one of those people that have been using homophobic language around your kids, you need to go in and undo that damage. You need to start telling them that no, it's people are different, this is this. So you need to be more accepting with the language now and right the wrong. Okay. And then the next thing you can also do, which is by starting small, is to start telling your kids that there are different types of families, or there are different types of relationships. You do have men who marry men, you do have women who marry other women, you do have people who are assigned a certain gender during birth, and later on in life, or at some point in their life, they find out that they are a certain gender. So you need to have these conversations with your kids. Okay, the more conversations we have with your kids, the more open they are to different type of things. They're not just fine-tuned to a certain type of relationship, like I have to have a mommy and a daddy, or a daddy. They're open to other prospects of family. Okay. And another thing that I want to point out here is this: please don't tell your kids you're getting divorced and then tell them at the same time that you are gay or you're into men or women. Please don't do that. It's very overwhelming for kids. But however, I can't tell you how to tell your kids. It's just tips from, what I feel is appropriate. But I don't feel like it's appropriate, or it's good to tell your kids that you're getting a divorce and at the same time you're into men or you're into women, or you're gay, you're bisexual, you're pansexual. It's overwhelming for kids. Okay, so it's best to tell them separately. And the next tip as well that I had from other LGBTQ parents who have come out to their kids is to tell them, if possible, with the other parent present. You understand? When kids feel supported or feel support from the other parent and feel like the other parent is in line with what you're saying, they're more accepting, and they're more like, okay, this is something normal, nothing to panic about here. Okay. And the next tip as well is just generally to assure your kids that the fact that you're gay, the fact that you're transgender, the fact that you're a lesbian, nothing has changed as far as your love for them is concerned. Kids need that reassurance. So you need to tell them that nothing is changing. I might be dating men now, but it doesn't mean that daddy doesn't love you. I might be transitioning to a woman now, but it doesn't mean that I don't love you. You understand? So it's just to reassure them, to tell them that things are not necessarily going to change as far as your love and support for them is concerned. And one of the other tips, which is very important as well, is to listen to your kids and listen to their concerns, answer their questions, without necessarily getting upset about it. I know it's difficult sometimes if kids come out and say something crazy, super crazy, or super hurtful. It's difficult, but answer their questions listen to their concerns, you know. The other thing as well is to attend groups, LGBT groups, family groups with your kids. Let them know what is up. Let them know that there are other families like them, you know. Let them interact with other kids who have same-sex parents or who have transgender parents and all that. And my last tip here is to use age-appropriate language when telling them about this, okay? Kids understand love and affection, so you can then speak to them. You know how kids are, you know what your kids' age are, and you've raised them, so you definitely know what age-appropriate language is. So use age-appropriate language to tell them about this. And that's just it, guys. Those are just the few tips that I have as far as this is concerned. If you have any lived experience on this topic, please do leave a comment. It doesn't matter if you're African, you're Caucasian or Asian, it doesn't matter. Just leave a comment, you know, and obviously it would help or add more value to this video, because believe you me, there are a lot of parents who want to come out to their kids, and there's not a lot of content around this, because like I said again, most of the times when we talk about coming out, we talk about kids coming out to their parents and not parents coming out to their kids. So please do leave a comment if you have a lived experience about this. And guys, it's Christmas. I know, I'm excited because this year as well I have a lot of presents to open, not a lot of them, which I'm going to share with you guys. You know, I'm going to open them on camera and definitely share the videos with you guys, you know. So I'm super excited. I just want Christmas to be here so I can open my presents. You know, I just generally be happy, like, yo. So yeah, don't forget, I'm going to be releasing a video every day from the 20th to the 25th of September. So come back here and watch my videos. And by the way, I have a bit of cold and a bit of sore whatever throat. So if I've not sounded 100% today, it's just because of that. Okay, but yeah, it's Christmas, guys. It's Christmas season. It's a shame, you know, that your girl is single. It's just a shame, to be honest. But yeah, life goes on. And maybe I should flirt today, you know. What do you guys think? Christmas! But anyways, I'm just feeling myself. I'm just happy and excited and want to flirt. Okay? Have you guys noticed that I tend to like do this when I want to flirt, like sort of like squint a little bit? I'm mad, you know, I'm just mad. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Are you guys as excited as I am? You know, are you happy? Are you looking forward to Christmas? And if you're not looking forward to Christmas, if you're lonely, don't forget to come back here on the 20th to the 25th, because the content is going to be geared towards you as an LGBTQ person. So yeah, well, until next time, I love you guys and bye.